Hello, grade 4 learners. I'm Teacher L and welcome to our science class, quarter 2, week 8. So today we are going to explore food chains and food webs using living things found here in the Philippines. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to draw a simple food chain. We'll learn about herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores, and how energy flows in an ecosystem. So let's also discover how human activities can affect the balance in a food chain. Are you ready? Let's get started. Now, let us analyze the 5 sets of animals to identify which one does not belong to the group. Cross out the word that has different food eaten. Number 1, dog, pig, bird, tiger. The answer is a bird. The bird eats seeds and insects, while the others are mostly carnivores or omnivores. Next, number 2, pig, goat, horse, cow. The answer is a pig. The pig is an omnivore while the others are herbivores. Number 3, tiger, lion, cat, snake. The answer is snake. The snake is a reptile that eats animals whole while the others are mammals and carnivores. Number 4, cat, monkey, duck, and deer. The correct answer is duck. The duck eats aquatic plants and small insects while the others eat fruits or plants. Number 5, bear, frog, wolf, lizard. The correct answer is bear. The bear is an omnivore while the others are primarily carnivorous or insectivores. Okay, so great job everyone. You did well identifying the odd one out based on their diet. So this activity shows how animals fit into food chains and food webs, keeping ecosystems balanced. What is a food chain? A food chain is a group of organisms that are consumed in a linear order, passing nutrients and energy along the way. This means that in nature, all living things are connected because they depend on each other for food and energy. So this connection is called a food chain. Here's an example of a simple food chain in a Philippine forest. So at the start of this food chain is the grass, which is a producer. Producers are plants that make their own food using sunlight. Next, the grasshopper. The grasshopper eats the grass. It is a herbivore, meaning it only eats plants. Then the frog eats the grasshopper. The frog is a carnivore, which means it eats only animals. Finally, the snake eats the frog. The snake is also a carnivore as it only eats animals. Now it's your turn. Draw a simple food chain using living things from the Philippines. You can use this example or create your own, then label each organism as a herbivore, carnivore, or omnivore. Then pause the video, grab your notebook and pencil, and start drawing. Don't forget to label each organism once you're done, then press play to continue. Now, what is a food web? A food web is a complex network of interconnecting and overlapping food chains showing feeding relationships within a community. So this means that a food chain is just one path of energy flow, but in real ecosystems, food relationships are more complex. So this is called a food web. So in a food web, many animals share food sources. So for example, both butterfly and grasshoppers eat plants. So this makes ecosystems balanced and resilient. Now, try to draw a food web using animals and plants from the Philippines. Include at least 5 organisms and connect them to show how they interact. Then label the herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Now take a look at this illustration of trophic levels. So in a food chain, each step is called a trophic level. Plants are the first level, herbivores are the second, and carnivores and omnivores are higher levels. So energy flows from the bottom to the top, but only a small amount of energy or 10% of energy is passed on at each level. So let's not forget also the decomposer in our illustration. Decomposers like fungi and bacteria break down dead plants and animals, returning nutrients to the soil. So this process helps plants grow, completing the cycle of energy and matter in the ecosystem. Decomposers are essential for keeping ecosystems healthy and balanced. This time, what do you think will happen to animals like the Philippine eagle if humans cut down forests? That's right, they lose their habitat and food sources. So human activities like deforestation, pollution, and overfishing can disturb food chains. So we must protect our environment to keep food chains and food webs balanced. For your reflection of learning, do this 1-minute paper and exit clips. Now, let's read carefully the questions and choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, which organism in the food chain below is a producer? Okay, the correct answer is rice. Number 2, which statement is true about the transfer of energy in the trophic levels? The correct answer is letter B. Only 10% of energy in an organism is transferred to the next trophic level. Number 3, which of the following is a correct food chain from producer to consumers? The correct answer is letter D, grass, caterpillar, bird. Now, number 4, what is the other name for a primary consumer? The correct answer is letter C, herbivore. Number 5, where can you find the predator in the energy pyramid? The correct answer is letter C, apex. Now for number 67, create 2 food chains from the following organisms. And then for questions number 9 to 10, refer to the food web below. Number 9, how many producers are there in the food web? The correct answer is letter B. Number 10, which organism in the food web consumes greatest number of organisms? The correct answer is letter B, fish. Now, which trophic level has the greatest amount of energy? The answer is pondweeds. Now, let us have a short essay. Analyze the impact of urbanization, example, construction of houses, buildings, and shopping centers and roads, on the balance of food chains and food webs in ecosystems, with specific reference to the Philippines. That's all for today. Great work, learners, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye!